Alright, we have CEOs versus the average Joe. So in 1968, the minimum wage was $1.60, and today it's $7.25. Compared to 1968, does the $7.25 an hour represent a fair increase in wages over time? Bum, bum, bum. And to find out, I used an inflation calculator from in2013dollars.com. And my reasoning was, if $1.60 was fair in 1968, then the fair wage in 2019 should be the same, like real amount when accounted for inflation. So I put in my input of $1968 to get my 2019 dollars. So $1.60 in 1968 means $11.62 now, which means that wages should be $11.62 in order to be fair. And since this amount is greater than $7.25, then it's not fair. And interestingly enough, if our $7.25 was fair, then wages should have only been $1 in 1968, since this $7.26 is really similar to $1 in 1968 values. So in order to make those wages fair, by how much should wages increase? So here's what wages should be to be fair, that $11.62 we just found. This is what we know wages are, $7.25. So we take what wages are divided by what they should be to give us a percent. So our $7.25 is about 63% of $11.62, meaning that wages need to increase by 38% for them to be fair. And another way to see it is to take our minimum wage in $1968, is that $1 we saw from the table in the first section, and divide it by the minimum wage in 1968, which gives us about the same difference, a 38% difference. So to conclude from that section, minimum wage must increase by 38%. So from $7.25 to $11.62 to be fair, which is comparable to 1968 after accounting for inflation. And so what is the CEO to average worker pay ratio over time? This great CNBC article that said in 2016, it was $15.6 million for the average CEO salary in a year to $58,000 for the average worker, which breaks down to 271 to 1. So for every $271 the CEO earned on average, workers earned $1. It was even higher the past couple of years. It's gone down a little bit, but in 1978 it was only 30 to 1. So I concluded that CEO to worker pay ratio has increased over time, meaning CEOs are earning more compared to workers. And there's this great information here that ties in to, oops, I don't have it up, another little chart that I'll bring to class.